Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 10th episode of Saiki Kusuo no Saidan, or The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. And in the last episode, we had some various things happen, like we've discovered that the guy that Terahashi was with was her brother, not a boyfriend, and also a major siscon, and just basically did a little declaration of war that he kind of had with Saiki there, who doesn't actually want to get with his sister, so it's kind of pointless, and then especially pointless because just all it really accomplished was making Terahashi have a problem with him. So yeah, that sucked for him. Also, we were introduced to a new character, Mera, I believe her name was, who was working, but she wasn't supposed to, so Saiki dealt with this problem in a reasonable fashion of just brainwashing the entire world to think what she's doing is okay. You know, far more reasonable than changing what she's doing, of course. But yeah, but we have, you know, his coffee jello place at stake, so we can't have anything ruining that, of course. And also, just Nendo ruins everything, you know, kind of what it comes down to, including Chono's wife, who looks like Nendo, which I'm sure is Nendo's fault in some capacity. So yeah, let's get into the next episode and see how things go. Okay, I have things positioned a little bit differently than I wanted to, so give me a second. Okay, 3, 2, 1, play. Don't know why I had things the opposite way I wanted them to be, but I clearly did. Whew. You know, I've watched a lot of anime before. I don't think I've ever seen a protagonist in an anime that's just consistently unhappy as Saiki is. Like, I'm trying to think, and I can't think of one. I mean, maybe Sasuke, but Naruto was more the protagonist of that anime. You know, sort of. Though sometimes it felt like Sasuke was. I'm in anime and happy. The main girl constantly had horrible things happen to her, and she was still always in a great mood. So I'm not sure what Saiki's excuse is. She didn't even have superpowers. Aside from the superpower of horrible luck, which is a terrible power. Reignited physical fitness tests. Because you always gotta do some sort of sports thing. I know. We've been down this road before. Yes, I know what CQC is. And yeah, if anyone's excited to have a ball in his hand, it's Hyro. Was it? Huh. Not bad. Really? I wouldn't have accused you of that. I think what you've been lacking is belts, but... Yeah, for you, I mean, not for most people. I was wondering what it would show when he started to bring up Nendo, but was not expecting that. And not the thing I needed to see. I had enough of that last episode. Nendo with tits. Wow. They don't care though, because it's Nendo. Ah, kabaddi, 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 kabaddi. If you haven't watched Chio-chan's School Road, you should do that. Wow. Damn. Not bad at all. Stop, man. Just stop. Oh, God. No one cares. think the last time I saw all these things was Gabriel Dropout. Of course. Yeah, that one doesn't matter. Funnily enough, Gabriel Dropout also had, you know, a character with boob problems slowing them down. Referring to Raphael. That's actually really funny, if you think about it. Of course. Of course, in Gabriel Dropout, the Chuny was actually really good. But not the Chuny in this anime. No, middle school. We already established that. He's gotta beat Nano in something. Okay, yeah, the boobs would definitely get in the way. For that one. Nice. Yeah, maybe you can get sometimes. Yeah, but you know, it's all about the attitude. You do that, man. Oh. Wow. He is pretty good at something, I guess. I'm sure they called you a lot of things. Yeah, like, holy shit. Like Saiki. That's something to take out of context. Little love story. Does Little refer to the people involved? Or is it a cat love story? Should've known it would have been a one-off thing. Except not by Saiki. Yeah, no business calling anyone else pompous. I like cats, not so much that one, but mine, which is over there. You know, I like them as I turn on my posters. I don't believe you. It's gotta hit him in the head, it'll fix the problem. Oh. Oh. Oh, he found something more important. Yeah, that ass beckons me. I mean, the ass doesn't do anything for me personally because I'm not a cat, but I can see how it could be appealing for an actual cat. Oh. Did Saiki become a cat? Can he do that? Guess he can. They all lost glasses, which is a giveaway. And white cats are the best cats, so good call on that, Saiki. Awesome looking color. Like that's what his hair clips turn into. Boom. Okay. Pretty sure Saiki would win a fight. Of course. Are we really calling her that? Are we all? Uh, uh, I can't believe we're calling her that. But yeah, that was a much better sentence to take out of context. You know the one I'm talking about. Is that a cat Kabedon? I chalked out of the things I never thought I'd see. I do love how she has a heart in her forehead. It's cute. She's very cute for a cat. Wow, it's a cute voice too. That's the cutest voice I've ever heard from a cat, like in any anime ever. I don't know who would actually come to help. You're gonna unintentionally charm the cat, aren't you? Wow, that looks pretty bad, man. Explain to her though, just trying to mount her. Damn. One punch! And now he has New Girl. I love that voice. I mean, cat should not have that cute of a voice. I don't want to become a furry, so stop. The latest crappy game, all final story. Gotta love Kusuge. Of course you don't. That'd be fun. We can't have you having fun. You're the very definition of a hipster, aren't you? Oh wow, that was like a game. Geminica. The next-gen graphics, nice. Thank you for the exposition. Oh yeah, it's a Kusuge, alright. Excel, like an Excel saga? Oh. And you died. And then you died. Well, obviously. But I'm sure eventually it'll become the game's fault. Wow. That is terrible. Yeah, what a terrible game. Did it freeze? Uh, yes. You know, we live in an age with a lot of video games. You really don't have to deliberately play terrible games. You can play unpopular ones that are still good. Indeed. I do like the name Necrosophia, though. Sounds like a zombie girl named Sophia. Sophia. You know, like new game. Nice. And of course you have to have a scar, you know. On the eye. That's how you know he's seen a lot of combat. Quick time event, really? A handshaking quick time event? Is that what that was? Wow. That is so stupid. Uh. Press F to pay respects. Probably not very well. Well, yeah. Yes, that sucks. He can kill you in one hit, but not the generic bad guys. Yes, that's generally how it goes. Oh. Uh. Yeah, this is honestly a terrible video game. Yeah, you just don't break it again. Nice. He's gonna actually not save, isn't he? okay, but I want to be careful with the save screen. I'm almost sure you're gonna mess it up. Yeah. Welcome home, Mama. Saiki Mama? I assume Saiki Mama? Will it? Yes. Well, that's his character. He's not just gonna lose his shooting bonus. There probably will be. Oh no, it's his mother. Okay, cool. I'm glad to see his mother. This should be fun. I didn't know you had friends, Shoot. I'm so proud. What, are you embarrassed by your mother? I mean, you shouldn't be, because you're a walking pile of embarrassment. I mean, I'd be more than happy to come over. Let's go. There you go. Where do I sign up? I knew that was all it would take to get Saiki to do anything. Make yourself at home, Nendo. She seems really nice. I like her. Is Shunikin supposed to be a translation of Shukun? Because, that poor woman. Wow, that's pretty good. Ma as in demon. It's clever. I'm sure it's pretty bad. Yeah, the notebooks are for their eyes only. You are so full of it. I mean, I guess he's sort of shy. Corrected himself. Here, I thought he was in 8th grade. Wow, I would love a sequel to Assassination Classroom. I mean, I don't know what it would be about, but considering, but... Oh no, here we go. I had a feeling it would end some points. You're not our mother, so... Oh god. Wow. I feel like I established my opinion too early on her. I didn't expect her to be a helicopter mama, but... Of course. I kinda like Kaido though, so... I'd like him to stick around. Yes. I'm sure Saiki can do something, but does he want to? Why would I study when I can play a video game? Get wrecked, mama. That's a change of attitude. Exactly, I know, Saiki. Oh no. Wrong notebook. Saiki Kusuo. Oh, I can't say as cool as I do. The best way of confessing love, so I guess we're getting even more love stuff. Interesting. Why won't people leave me alone? She's alright. She's no Terahashi, though. Of course you know her 3 sizes. So you bribe him for information. I gotcha. Feel free to tell me. Really, I did not peg you as a shy type. Wow, jeez. And you have no shame. I mean, I can't say I wouldn't do that, but I'd at least be subtle about it. So what? I mean, now that I get another look at her, she's pretty cute, I guess. I was not a big fan of short hair. And she has a somewhat generic character design about her. Huh, sounds interesting. Wow, he does look like a host club host. Okay, so he went full on school days. Fireball jutsu. I'm sure there are. You know what? Sure, let's see how this goes. Well, why did you suddenly sit next to me? Sounds like he's possessed by a ghost or something. Is this really all it takes? Okay, maybe a bit forward. I mean, he probably wanted to kiss you the first time he saw you, but... Man, that host magic is something else. It really is, but it's... well, should have hurried it up. Well said. Wow, going for a completely different approach. Yeah, but he's probably a protagonist in his life, so... Exactly, I knew it. He definitely looks like a generic anime protagonist. From a harem anime, of course. Exactly. I saw the joke coming as soon as I saw his character design and personality. And the voice actor, of course. But this approach will take much longer than your other ones, so... I guess we'll see. Doki doki. What about this guy? He still wants the same thing, he's just going to a different approach. Just the bubbles. uh... this is just so... Yeah, he's a protagonist, alright. Now we're going full on To Love Ru. Yeah. That's, I mean... That's how it goes sometimes. I couldn't put it better myself, Saiki, so... Just be glad this was To Love Ru, his head would have ended up in your panties, so... I don't mean outside, I mean inside of them. Oof. Yeah, we're never gonna get any kind of romance like that with Saiki, so... You guys gotta get it from a side character. Friggin' Nendo rolling around his friend's room. Like he owns the place. I like you too. Why is Nendo holding Kaido? I guess because he was just that exhausted from the run-in. But he probably doesn't want you to hold him. Our preview. Ah, new character? I know. Looks like a new character. What his thing is. And more Nendo, because, you know, we can't have this series without Nendo, of course. So yeah, that was the 10th episode of the oh-so disastrous life of Saiki Kusuo. Now, we started off with some more sports stuff, because we just can't get enough of that. This was like the physical fitness test, so we got to see all the classic things, you know, the grip strength testing, the sidestep testing, you know, the stretching, you know, all the usual stuff. And Hyro, of course, is being very enthusiastic about all this, because that's just his character. He lives for this sort of stuff. And Saiki and Nendo, not so much, but Nendo was actually doing pretty good at pretty much everything, really. But nobody cared, though, because nobody likes Nendo. So that's kind of what that came down to. Of course, Hyro just being very competitive, and, you know, he felt kind of a rivalry with Nendo there, so, you know, just, I guess, good for him. Somebody who was not doing so well, though, would be Kaido. Now, Kaido, he's a Chunin, but yeah, apparently his Chunin powers didn't help him at all as far as doing well at these, so yeah, I think there was like one thing he did kind of well at, but nothing beyond that. He just kind of, the dark powers and the sealed deep within his hand were not able to help him, really. It was kind of the takeaway there, but Saiki just never likes these things because he has to be very careful to kind of fit into the average and tries to do his thing when people aren't paying attention. Which was not too hard when there are people like, you know, Hyro that are very much detention hogs, you know, they stand out a lot, so yeah. And also Nendo kept being silly with his fake boobs, like the classic balls in your shirt. Look at my big boobs, guys, you know, that whole thing. But what was impressive, he was actually able to do these things pretty well with those in a shirt. Of course, the stretchy one was never going to work too well with that, because that really is a deterrent in that case. But for the most part, he did pretty well in spite of that, so, you know, good for him. And of course he lost one of them at some point, which is always awkward. You never want to be lopsided like that. Just it's not a good look on anyone to be lopsided. Ugh. Okay, so what happened after that? Oh yeah, we got into the cat romance, so... Yeah, the cat's apparently decided not to leave Saiki alone. He just keeps kind of showing up. And the dad keeps giving her food and stuff because, you know, unlike Saiki, he actually likes cats, but, And actually, Saiki can become a cat. So, yeah, cool. You know, if I was Saiki and I could become a cat, I would totally try to NTR that one cat that was annoying me and get together with the cat girl, the girl cat whose name I will not say because it's not YouTube friendly, but you know the girl I'm referring to. Because she seemed pretty nice for the most part. I loved her voice. Very cute character design for a cat. I do have to, you know, qualify that with for a cat. That's very important. I don't want to bang a cat, is what I'm saying. I'm just saying if I did want to bang cats, I would probably choose that cat, but I should probably stop while I'm ahead. Anyway, the point is that kind of distracted him, and he wanted some of that, but Saiki kind of left, and he was terrible at courting the cat, really, so... And then in the end, the cat did fall for Saiki, because everyone does, because Saiki's just that awesome. So, yeah, that was a very strange situation for kind of everyone involved, I would say. But pretty cool to know that Saiki can apparently become animals, so... Very useful. Now, another thing Saiki did this episode was actually just play a video game. I mean, there was no real gimmick to this. It was just, you know, this is a really crappy game, and let's show all the examples of things that make crappy games demonstrated within this game. Things like, you know, opening sequences that you can't skip, save locations at terrible... the save spots, you know, placed horribly in the game. Like, you know, old school games really had this problem when saving started to really become a thing. Like, I know Crash Bandicoot, like... I know I did not like the saving mechanics in that game. They were just terrible. We've come a long way since then. Like, some games will have an autosave feature and a manual save feature, so if you forget to save, you can, as a last resort, go back to your, you know, last autosave. So, yeah, saving's come a long way, but some games still, I guess, don't have the best saving mechanics. That was another one. Also, NPCs that, you know, can kill you easily, but struggle to fight the weak mob that you're fighting. Or... the whole quick time handshake event thing was ridiculous. Like, would a game actually do that? Okay, shake hands. You did not shake my hand in the allotted time. Death to you, you rude sir. Like, would a game actually do that? I mean, that's pretty hard to believe. Let's see, what else was there? I think that was most of them. I think there were some other ones. Some of them I didn't have time to read, really. But you get the idea. Just little things here and there that you did not like about the game. Oh, and of course freezing, that's a big one as well. Luckily, we do live in the game where, in the age where, you know, automatic updates for games via, you know, Steam is a pretty convenient thing. Like, for PC gaming, Steam has a pretty good system for doing that. You just auto-updates the game. Patching is what I meant to say, really patching. You can patch games. Consoles is a little bit harder to patch games. I think Microsoft might have changed it, but I know back in the day you had to pay a lot of money to Microsoft if you want to make any change at all to your game on their platform, on the Xbox, platform. But I think they changed that at some point, so that's why they would get more sparse updates than something like a PC game on Steam. So yeah, console games are a little bit awkward to work with sometimes like that, but Japan's big on their consoles really, so it's where a lot of the RPGs and stuff land. I think that's all I want to say on the game itself. I mean, aside from it being funny that Saiki broke the controller and getting really salty, and just the unplugged controller thing was pretty great as well. Now the next thing, we actually got to meet Kaido's mother. Now that was pretty great. I mean, I was curious what her mother would be like. You always kind of wonder what a mother is like to a Chuuni, because you can't help but think, hey, how did this Chuuni end up like this? Did the mother play a role in that? And sometimes they do, like in the case with Satanya and Gabriel Dropout, and sometimes they don't. In this case, I know it's hard to say really, but in this case, it's kind of like she very much comes across as a helicopter mama. Like how you're not allowed to hang out with friends that I don't view as being a good influence on you and your education. It's one of those type of moms. And I can see somebody that's kind of grows up in that sort of household environment wanting some escapism, like maybe going a bit too hard on the escapism and going full Chuuni. So I think in that regard, it probably had an effect on him becoming a Chuuni, his mother, that is. We didn't see the father. I don't know if the father's in the picture or not, or if he just wasn't home, but we did not see the father, no. But yeah, the mother, I mean, the mother's not that bad. I mean, really, I mean, she could be worse. I've definitely seen worse mothers in anime. But yeah, she did not approve of Saiki and Nendo at first. I mean, I don't blame her for not approving of Nendo. Like, nobody approves of Nendo. But Saiki pretty much got all the work done and nothing flat to show what a genius they are to get on the mother's good side. And then she's always like serving them tea and all that stuff. And he just did it for the coffee jello. He doesn't care at all about being friends with Kaido. It's all about the coffee jello because, he doesn't want to be friends with anyone. That's just not his thing. Then Nendo plays that terrible video game in the background. So yeah, and Kaido, it also was just funny just how Kaido was just like, I don't want you to interact with my friends, Mom, please, you two groups of people, don't interact. It's awkward because he's one of those people that act differently in front of his parents than he does his friends. And there's a lot of people like that. Some people are more extreme about it than others, but it's very common, but he's very blatant about it, like his voice changes as the way he talks. It's just complete 180 of personality. You definitely wouldn't talk about any like dark energy, dark reunion, whatever you want to call it. He wouldn't talk about any of that stuff to his mother, and then his mother finds the notebook, and things got really awkward after that. But yeah, I mean, his mother was kind of cute, though. I mean, I'm not really into MILFs much personally, but she's definitely one of the better ones, character design-wise. And then we just had, Toritsuka, whatever Ghost Boy's name is. He just wants some romance help for Saiki, and Saiki's not going to do it, so in the end, just has some, playboy player, host club dude, and possess his body to get together with the girl that he likes, but they didn't go well because he kind of left at the wrong time and took control and went all smoochy on her, and she was like, no, I don't want to do this. But yeah, he was kind of rushing it a little bit there, so that probably didn't help anything, but they decided to go like a completely different tactics. He decided to go from the playboy type character to the, generic, super average anime protagonist guy that gets all the girls in spite of doing nothing to, warrant it. That kind of character. So you decided to do that, but when you do that, you're also susceptible to the classic rom-com cliches like tripping over nothing, falling on top of them, your hand grabbing, copping a feel. Then they go kia baka and slap you and run away, and they still like you anyway. And we rinse repeat with other characters, later on. That's just kind of how that goes. So yeah, maybe he'll try a different tactic next time, but things are not looking up for him right now. That's all I can really say about that. And I just liked all the little touches there, and like the bubbles and stuff, and just the cliche-ness of all of the girls' lines and stuff were pretty great. But yeah, that really was the episode. We didn't really get much Terahashi, which is a shame, but I mean, I guess we had some last episode, so it's how it goes. Can't always expect to have her. But yeah, the cat Kabadon was funny too. That was pretty great. I didn't know I needed to see that in my life until I did. But yeah, that was the episode. Pretty good stuff. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.